my name is Safi Martin, and this is the Burton Street Community Peace Gardens. We started the Peace Garden, my husband and I, in 2003, so this year is 15 years strong. It's a community garden, and it's an art sculpture park and a gathering space. The produce that we raise here, and we have another site that's right down the street, the produce that we raise here is distributed to people in our neighborhood. So mostly to elders in our neighborhood who aren't able to grow their own anymore, but really appreciate fresh produce. We are in the heart of West Asheville, off of Burton Street, in the Burton Street community, that's the name. We started the property when there was a lot of drug activity in our neighborhood, and it was right at the start of the war in Iraq, so we wanted to do something locally that increased peace, so thus the Peace Garden. So we do have a website that's urbanpeacegardens.org, and then we're on Facebook, which is probably the most interactive space that we have, which is Burton Street Peace Gardens on Facebook. And we partner really closely with other organizations. So there's an organization in Asheville, Green Opportunities, that was started and co-founded out of this space. Hood Tours, Hood Huggers International and Hood Tours is anchored out of this space as well. That's Dwayne Barton and a African American history tour. Yeah, so we started in 2003, and it was tiny. It was just this little space right here. Mm-hmm. All of this was overgrown. It's been a collaborative effort. A lot of community and volunteer work has gone into it to create the spaces, and you'll notice as you go through the art, almost all of the art is made from found objects, and almost all of the structures in the space are from found objects. Our tool shed's one of the few structures that is not a found object. Everything else has been found or reclaimed or repurposed in the garden.
So does people volunteer?
Yep.
Here? Okay.
Yep. So Saturdays are our work days. Folks can come by around 10. We usually get started. Right now we're in the midst of planning our first ever Harvest Fest.
Nice.
So that's September 22nd.
Very cool.
Yep. So we're gonna have garden classes and live music. We've got a stage here, live music. We'll have food, hopefully ice cream, face painting. We're gonna have a kickball game in the field across the street.
Yeah.
So it should be a big day.
Yeah, and then so the food that you grow, it's for the community, right?
Yep.
You said mainly elderly.
Right. So we do. Anybody who works in the garden, of course, takes produce home with them.
Okay.
Right?
So they don't have a specific plot for themselves.
No.
It's just kind of community.
Right. We've been doing this for 15 years, and each year it seems like it's structured just a little bit differently. Mm-hmm. We've done plots before, and that's worked okay. But what seems to naturally work the best is to have kind of a community feel to it. Folks who come volunteer can take produce, and then we make sure that folks who are maybe less fortunate or not able to grow their own get some as well.
And then would it cost anything?
No.
Like just all free?
Yeah.
Okay.
We do two plant sales a year. Mm-hmm. We do an early spring plant sale with cold season varieties, and then we do late spring or early summer plant sale. That's everything else.
Yeah.
And that helps us raise money every year to kind of keep everything going.
That's so great.
Yeah. So there's lots of paintings, mural artists, there's guest artists all over the place. Most of the found object art is my husband's art, Dwayne Barton, and it all has a social justice component to it. All of the portraits are significant historical figures, either African American, through African American history, or labor, or globally. Like there's a picture over here of Wangari Maathai, who was activist in Africa, who helped plant over 2 million trees to fight back the desertification. Just try to elevate consciousness and celebrate the people who are in the struggle, you know?
Right. You do like workshops and stuff?
We're working towards it. Yeah,
Okay.
we've done a couple, and I think the Harvest Fest will probably be the kickoff of some of the like trial. We're gonna have a mead making demonstration and some medicine making demonstrations, and maybe a sourdough, how to make sourdough or start sourdough starter.
Right.
So we'll see how it works, but it's a good space.
I first heard about the Peace Garden, it was through Instagram, and I thought, man, this looks like a cool place to visit. Places like this, I mean, this is what it's all about. I think community gardens right in the heart of the city, somewhere where people can dig in the soil and see food grow in real life. A way to connect with other people in the community. They're doing art, but something like this garden, you need to see it in person to get the full effect of it, because it's pretty magical. But I will leave a link down to all of their information down in the show notes if you want to check that out. I appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see you guys next time.